Okay, so on S4, we're going to do areas of trapezoids, and here is the formula. Just be careful, just be, kind of slow with it, and you'll get it, because there's a few things where you could probably go wrong, especially if you're relying on a calculator to do it for you. Okay, so to find the area of a trapezoid. Now remember, a trapezoid, just a second. Erase, it won't erase. Give me a second. Okay. What is a trapezoid? So a trapezoid has one pair of parallel lines, and those are your bases. Okay? So the legs are not going to matter whenever you are finding the area of a trapezoid. So we have two bases, and we have a height. You can't see that because it's... And we have a height that is perpendicular to the two bases. So whenever I say base 1 and base 2, those are the two sides that are parallel to each other. Base 1 doesn't have to be the short side. It doesn't have to be the long base. It just has to be one or the other, okay? And then the height is always going to be perpendicular, and then we're going to divide by 2. So let me erase everything that I just got finished doing and go back up here. So what we're going to do, base 1 plus base 2. So we're going to add the two bases together. We're going to get an answer. Once we get an answer, we're going to multiply by the height of the trapezoid. And then once we get that answer, we are going to divide by 2. So base 1 plus base 2, so that's one thing. Multiply by height, that's step 2. And divide by 2, that's step 3. So we have area equals height times base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2. So the area is, what is the height? 10. What is the two bases? 2 and 7. It doesn't matter which one you put first. And divide by 2. We're going to add the 2 and 7 and get 9. We're going to multiply by the 9 by 10 and get 90. And we're going to divide by 2 and get 45, and that is your answer. So the area is the height times adding up the two bases, or the sum of the two bases, and then divide by 2. 6 times 7 divided by 2. 42 divided by 2. 21. I have to get a calculator out for this, please. So we have the area is the height times 2.7 plus 9.1 divided by 2. Give me a second, I gotta fix that. There we go. Area is 8 times 2.7 plus 9.1 is 11.8 times 2. 64, carry the 6, 8, 14, carry the 1. Okay, I'm going to grab a calculator just to check myself on that. 11.8 times 8, 94.4. And then we are going to divide by 2, and so that would be 472. Alright, now on this one, it's giving us the answer, and we want to know what one of the bases is. So we're going to have to do a little bit of work. So let's do area equals height times B1 plus B2 all over 2. So we're going to fill in what we know. We know the area is 225. We know the height is 18. We know the first base is 6, but we don't know the second base. All we know is that it is W. And then we're going to divide by 2. There's so many different correct ways that we could do this problem. Trying to figure out which way y'all would want to do it. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's put it over 1. Cross multiply. 1 times 18, 6 plus W. So that'd be 18, 6 plus W equals 225 times 2, which would be 450. I could divide by 18 right here, or I could distribute. I'm going to divide just because it would be easier. So 450 divided by 18 is 25. Subtract 6 and you get 19. Now let me look real quick. Okay, I have space. I'm going to do that problem again. If you understood exactly what I just got finished doing, fast forward and don't pay attention to what I'm about to say. But if you kind of got confused, there is another way of doing the problem. There's more than one more way than doing the problem. But I'm going to write down where we were. Now, see this 18 and the 2? Because they're both on the outside, we can't talk about the 6 because it's on the inside with the W, but because the 18 and the 2 are on top of each other, I could reduce those right now. And 18 over 2 is 9. And I would bring down the 6 plus W. Then I could either divide by the 9 here, or I could distribute the 9. Again, there's so many different ways that we could do this and do it right. So let's go ahead and stick with what I did on that last one and divide by 9. So 225 divided by 9 is 25. Duh. That's what I got last time, huh? 6 plus W, subtract the 6, and we get 19. And again, there's several variations to what I just got finished doing. If you have any questions on different steps, different correct steps, let me know, and I will tell you if it's right or wrong. Okay, now it's just a word problem without any pictures. Let's see what we understand. A trapezoid has 2.1 centimeters base and 1.4 centimeters base, as well as a 4 centimeters height. What is the area? So it gives us all the information. We don't have to draw it. We can if we wanted to. But because I'm looking for the area, I'm going to write that formula down. And I'm going to fill in what we know. I know we're looking for the area, so I'm going to keep A because I know I don't know it. The height is 4. Base 1 is 2.1. Base 2 is 1.4. And I know we're always going to divide by 2. So I'm going to add 2.1 and 1.4 together and get 3.5. Then I'm going to multiply by 4. That'd be 12 with 2 more would be 14. Over 2, which would be 7. Okay. A trapezoid has an area of 112 square millimeters. One base is 6 millimeters long. The height measures 14 millimeters long. What is the length of the other base? So on this one, we're missing a spot, and we already know the area. So again, I'm going to write down the formula. Area equals height times B1 plus B2 all over 2. I know the area, so 112 equals, the height is 14, so it goes here. I know one of the bases is 6, but I know I don't know the other base. And we're going to divide by 2. So 112, and again, I could cancel these out or reduce those out. So 14 over 2 is 7. I could distribute those and get 42 plus 7b, or I could have divided by 7 right then. We're going to subtract 42. I get 70 equals 7b divided by 7. 70 divided by 7 is 10. So the other base was 10 millimeters long. Okay, they give us a picture and we're missing the height this time. So area equals height times B1 plus B2 all over 2. The area is 186. I know I don't know the height, but the two bases are 12 and 19, and we're going to divide by 2. So in this case, I can't reduce the V and the 2 because I don't know what V is. So that's why I went ahead and cross-multiplied earlier to show you that you can do that. So 1 times V times 12 plus 19. Actually, I can add those together right there. So that would be 31V equals, and then 186 times 2 is 12, 16, 17, carry the 1, 3. So 372 divided by 31, 12. Look at that. It is 12. All right. Let me know if you have any questions.